All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, Ba'ashem Kodash, the blameless to the elders and apostles of great restored. Shalom to the elect pushing this word in truth and in sincerity, with the hope of receiving mercy of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahawashi. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father. Yahawashi is the name of his only begotten Son. The so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites according to the prophecies that are written in the scriptures. I want to make it known that the RFID microchip is the MOTB. The serpent chooses the precursor to the MOTB. Yahawashi, whom dwellingly called Jesus, is about to make his return upon the earth to deliver his elect and to pour out judgment as is written. So, I want to go straight into this lesson, dealing with shame is covering Esau right now. You know, if you can read the title right here, it says No More Black History. You know, which we have said this countless times, you know. Oh, we're not black, yo. We're different shades of brown, you know. And black is not a race. Black is not an ethnicity. And so is white along that side, because even the so-called white people, they're not white. They're red. Them blood show forth through them skin. That's why as any little emotion them go through, whether it want to be anger or excitement, you see the blood I show forth. So with that being said, I just want to go straight into this. This is going to be a quick video before I even go to work, you know. And while I was watching it, I was like, hey man, it no matter if you stop teaching so-called black history in school, we have the history right here, yo. Yahweh Shimon Shai have left the history within the Holy Scriptures for us to read and understand why were we in that predicament for you savages to be ruling over us, yo. Because it is evident to the eye that you are base men. Just look at the society that you are ruling now. Look at the things that you have passed. You know, a lot of strange and weird laws. Having all Pride Month. You know, this is an abominable society, yo. And this is all caused because of the rulers of this society. As is written in Ecclesiasticus 10, yo. So the same man or person, the ruler of the city is, so is his officer. And all them that he rule over, yo. Just paraphrase it. And that's why the earth is in such a deplorable state. But the thing is, they want to hide their crimes, yo. If it was possible, you know, if it was possible, them that love that nobody remember what they have done. So I'm going to make you listen to this, and I'm going to bring out a preset that came to mind. And, hey man, we're just going to wrap it up.
Not all states are celebrating Juneteenth today. Only 29 states and D.C. officially recognize the federal holiday. And some states who have opted out of the holiday are going further to restrict discussion of enslavement in schools. South Carolina's Department of Education has eliminated AP African American Studies classes in high schools, along with Florida, Arkansas. They have also restricted the course. South Carolina's Department of Education says districts can choose to offer it instead as an approved honors course without college credit. Responding to the decision, the NAACP wrote a letter saying, quote, By excluding specific information and knowledge from the classroom, in this case, the history and experiences of Black Americans, SDOE risks depriving South Carolina students from an education that reflects the full breadth of U.S. and South Carolina history and current events. Such actions, which are rooted in the promotion of an inaccurate political viewpoint rather than any credible pedagogy, must be reversed immediately. But the Department of Education said, quote, there has been significant controversy surrounding the course concerning issues directly addressed by South Carolina's General Assembly, and as a result, the department has not approved any new statewide social studies courses. For context, South Carolina passed a law in 2021 that prohibits racist concepts from being taught in K-12 schools.
Racist, this is something that took place here to a group of people by another group of people. You know? So I know I the history of what took place.
Reacting online, human rights lawyer Qasim Rashid said, quote, a reminder that white supremacy in 2024 isn't only a KKK terrorist wearing a hood, it's also South Carolina Board of Education, removing AP African American Studies from its curriculum, but proudly keeping AP European History. This is how systemic racism continues to thrive today. Trial lawyer Ben Crump tweeted, quote, our brightest students deserve to learn about Black history for college credit. This opportunity shouldn't be taken away. Robbie, here's what I find so fascinating about this timing for South Carolina. It's Juneteenth, right? This is a celebration of a key moment in Black history, the final emancipation.
Just one do I take in the demeanor, I look a white boy. You see me? And this is how majority, let me say all white people feel, yo. Yeah, I'm a broad brush it. Because they might show you a different face in front of you. But literally, amen, them don't care. And amen, and that's okay. You see? Them don't care. So let's listen.
Of the final enslaved people back in Texas. But we know in education that so much of the racist history of America has come out and been challenged in public schools. One of the cases that got consolidated into Brown versus Board of Education, Briggs versus Elliott, comes from Clarendon County in South Carolina. So it is not an accident that even today, we are still fighting the battle in places like South Carolina of having the experiences of Black Americans and, frankly, this really troubling part of American history be understood and be shared in a way that is reflective of a broader American experience. It's you know, Strom Thurmond was a senator from South Carolina for a long time. He eventually, before he died, recanted some of his most racist views, but the Deep South has a problem of not wanting to reckon with its own heritage.
Here's my question. Why can't...
If I could have cut out the part of history, them love that, yo. But no.
all of the things you just brought up be taught in the American history course? Why does there have to be a separate African American history course? And that tweet comparing it to European history is a total non sequitur, because this isn't, we're not arguing it.
You see what I'm arguing now? You see me? The thing is, it's not being taught in American history. That is it. If it was being taught in American history, you wouldn't have a problem, don't it? That's what you say. But due to the fact that you know that it's not taught in American history, you see me? That's why they have to get a separate category for it and call it African American history or whatever they want to call it, Black history or whatever. You know? And the main focus is on the plight or the tribulation of the so-called Negroes over there in America. But the thing is, white America so-called white America don't want to remember what they have done unto the so-called Negroes over there, yo. And not just the so-called Negroes, even the Native Americans. The atrocities that they have done to our people. And you, how about Shimon say, have not forgot what you have done unto us, yo. The Lord says a righteous thing to recompense tribulation to them that trouble thee. And that's what Yahweh Shimon is about to do, yo. So let's listen to this dude.
African history course. We're talking about an African American history course. Why is there a separate African American history course? I absolutely agree that African American history is part of American history, and the unsavory aspects of it should be taught and are taught. I mean, the Civil War, Reconstruction, the violations of civil liberties, Jim Crow, Brown v. Board, all of that is taught in American high school history classes, in the AP history classes. If it's not being taught, it should be taught. I'm absolutely for teaching all of the bad stuff, all the ways we failed African Americans. I don't know why that needs to be in a separate curriculum. There's not a separate Irish immigrants were treated badly too when they came to America as a separate Irish American class. And you know what? If a school wants to offer it, that's fine. I don't care.
Yeah, my youth, when they came to America, meaning they came of their own free will. How the so-called Negroes get over there to the landmass of America, yo? That's the question. Did they jump on boats and say, hey man, let's side of the world with it? No. They were taken out of the interiors of Africa when they fled Roman persecution in the 70 AD, you know, when they were residing in different parts of Africa. They were sold unto the Grecians by the inhabitants of Africa at that time. You know, we only call Africans because we and them are not the same people. That's the reality. But as I said, they want to hide from the things that they have done. Let's get a precept on that here. This is Obadiah 1, verse 10. It says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. So this is what's coming upon Esau, Edom, yo. Because when him do to his brother Jacob, we are twin brothers. It might be sound far-fetched to the simple to understand, but the so-called white man and the so-called black man are twin brothers, yo. Two nations was separated from the womb. But they want to believe, yes or no, this is what's written. This is the words of Yahweh Shem Yoshai. And look what you have done unto your brother. The scripture says, broken the brotherly covenant, yo. Alright, let's continue just to show what Esau done to us. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captives his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even though was as one of them. And just remember in the Babylonian, when we were taken into the Babylonian captivity, yo, when you read in, you know what, Lord's will, I can find that precept, yo. Lord's will, I'm going to go for it. Show you the atrocities that they have done unto us. Alright, so this is I'm gonna start at verse This is 1 Ezra 4, verse 44. I'm going to start. And to send away all the vessels that were taken away out of Jerusalem, which Cyrus set apart when he vowed to destroy Babylon, and to send them again thither, though also as vowed to build up the temple which the Edomites burned when Judea was made desolate by the Chaldeans. So when Nebuchadnezzar, and the Babylonians entered into our cities, Edom was like unto one of them. And what they did, they burned the temple, yo. That's the hate that they have for us. And that hate is not going to go away, yo. So going back to Obadiah 1, verse 11 once more. We read, in the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captives his force, and foreigners entered into his gates, because all these Edens, yo, were under the Babylonian rulership at that time. And what them do? Them beseech us, yo. And Edom was right there. And cast lots upon Jerusalem, even though it was as one of them. But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother, in the day that he became a stranger, neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction, neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. Thou shouldest not have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity. Yea, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape, neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress. For the day of Yahweh is near upon all the Edens. So that them Edens and life here, yo. And that's why the Lord rise up prophets to declare these things, yo. Due to the fact that you touch the apple of his eyes, he may recompense tribulation unto you doublefold, yo. For the day of Yahweh is near upon all the heathens, as thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thy own head. So this is what them really are trying to escape. Let's get that from Revelation. And them can't escape it. It's Revelation 13, verse 9. It said, if any man have an ear, let them hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So this is what's coming, no matter where you want to do, or you want to hide history. Amen. The history is in the scriptures, what you have done unto the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
I'm not going to tell the school not to do it. I broadly support giving schools the right to teach, schools to teach whatever they want, and parents then should decide if, is that the right school for my kid? Do I like the educational environment?
Oh boy. So, hey man, I get prepared for God and people, yeah, work. So, I hope this was edifying. With that, I want to say, Kalalal, Yahweh, Baal Shem Yahshai, Baal Shem Rakah, Kodash. Shalom.